When was the last known recording of the plane, where the plane was according to military radar?
Military radar.
Thank you. So the primary radar plot on the primary radar, the last known time was at 0215 local. 0215 local. Okay, this is now from beginning we say it is a possible turn back. Why possible? Because we are trying to corroborate with all the other radars, including the seawall radar. So at the moment we are still corroborating with FAA, with NTSB, and all the other available radars. So the position is in shape from like that.
Could you help us understand something now?
Sure.
What is the altitude when it was spotted in the Strait of Malacca? Could you explain to us what is the altitude when it was on the other side of Malaysia? Please tell us whether the information data, ACAS data, VHF, was any VHF communicated, was anything there at the point at 1:30?
Well, I'll let the DC talk about the commercial radar, and then that's Razali on the military.
I think the commercial data, as I mentioned, I have to repeat again. It was coasting starting from 121, but at 130 it disappears altogether from our radar. This is secondary radar.
No VHF communication, nothing.
Nothing at all.
And not even the military radar.
All right, thank you. The last plot after several intermittent primary plot. There's a last plot that happens at 0215, flight level 295, 200 miles northwest of Penang.
Can you repeat that?
Okay, we are corroborating this, okay? Corroborating this. 0215. I'm not saying this is MH370, okay? It is. We are still corroborating this. We are still working with the experts.
So what are you saying it was?
Sorry?
You don't know what it was?
No.
So what do you see on
It's a plot. It's a plot. Unidentified plot. At 295.
The difference between secondary radar and primary radar. Secondary radar is talking to the aircraft via transponder, and it gives you the aircraft, the airline, the aircraft type, how high it flies, how fast it flies, and the ticket and so forth. But on the primary radar, it just gives a plot. It doesn't give the identification of an aircraft.
I think that answers a lot of...
Identified objects flying across the peninsula. Why weren't fighter jets, the sent to at least intercept or find out what are these unidentified objects?
Thank you very much. Now the point is that what we said from the beginning, when we review on the recorded track, there is a possibility of the aircraft make a turn back.
Right.
All right. There's a possibility of the aircraft making a turn back. Until now, it remains as a possibility until being scrutinized by the experts, FAA, NTSB, and the radar manufacturer. Right? So until such time, then it is very difficult for us to say that is for sure that is the aircraft.
I mean, when you detect there is a turn back, why didn't
Because
fighter jets send?
to the radar operator, it is a trail of a civil aircraft going up north. It's not classified as hostile. We only do an intercept or response only when the classification as hostile.
Dr. Sri, betul tak Vietnam menghentikan sebentar operasi SAR dia? Vietnam menghentikan sebentar operasi SAR dia?
Ada tuduhan bahawa kerjasama kita dengan Vietnam tak begitu erat.
That's the issue about the 5 passengers.
Yes.
It's the different answer from different agents.
Yes.
Can you answer that?
There are 5 passengers that checked in.
Yeah.
Were
But
on board.
Yesterday,
There were
Khalid
no
said
baggage that was offloaded, and those that booked, 4 passengers that booked that didn't arrive were replaced, but from the reserve list.
How is it that you say that they were?
But the difference.
What you said yesterday.
Is it 5 or 4 or non-passenger check-in and
So that was
get on board?
completely different from what you said yesterday.
Yes. Okay, just to set the record straight, there's a lot of confusion in it. Out of 227 passengers that were booked on that flight, 4 did not turn up. That means they never checked in, they did not turn up. We have standby passengers, of which 4 was then ordered to replace the 4 that did not turn up. So what it means that all passengers that checked in got their luggage on board.
Mr. Minister?
Yes.
Mr. Minister?